Hello, this is Victor, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about the newest changed ascendancy in Path of Exile. So this is Assassin, and they are reworking Assassin for the upcoming 3.27 league, and it has some changes, but in short, it's not good. So let's go through the nodes one by one. Let's start with Mistwalker here. So it says gain elusive on critical strike, good. 100% increase elusive effect, good. You take no extra damage from critical strikes while elusive. So this node is excellent. This is one node that any assassin can take, and it's gonna work all the time because you're gonna be critting all the time, and it's gonna be up almost always. The problem with elusive is that it's not always effective all the time. It's, you know, when it starts it's more effective, and while it's diminishing in its power, it gets less and less effective, and then it stops, and then you get elusive again and it becomes powerful again. So elusive is a good buff, and this gives 100% increase effect of it, so it's good. And also no extra damage from critical strikes. It's not linked to the power of elusive, so you almost always have no crit damage, extra crit damage taken from critical strikes, so it's good. And to the left we have this node, Unstable Infusion. It says 15% chance to gain a power charge on critical strike, okay. 30% chance on non-critical strikes, okay. +1 to maximum power charge. So this is a okay node, basically. To the right we have Death Marks. Trigger level 30 Assassin's Mark on attack critical strike against a rare or unique enemy and you have no mark. So if we have no mark on them, we trigger level 30 Assassin's Mark. This is just on attack critical strikes, by the way, not spells or anything else. Like traps don't work, mines don't work, brands don't work, spells, just attacks. Mark skills cost no mana. It's fine. Marked enemy cannot evade attacks, so it's really not important because you need hit chance anyway for other targets that you haven't marked. So it's really not good, that good node. To the left we have mystical infusion. It says base spell critical strikes chance of spells is equal to that of main hand weapon. So this is for just spells, and the right side is just for attacks. So you can see that problem, like you need to choose either attacks or spells. But like, how powerful is this? Question mark. You can already have the helmet that drops from Sanctum, but it could be useful. I mean, this is kind of like a build enabler in a sense, because if you have a spell that's with low crit chance and you have a weapon that's really high crit chance, and it says base spell critical strike chance is that of the main hand weapon, so you can have increased critical strike chance on the weapon itself, and it's going to be a base crit chance. So this doesn't say base crit chance of the main hand weapon. It says your spell's base spell crit chance is going to be equal to the main hand weapon. So if you have more crit chance on the weapon, then your base crit chance for your spell is going to be that of the weapon. So it might be really powerful for getting a lot of crit chance. But please note that you need to take Unstable Infusion in order to get Mystical Infusion for a lot of crit chance for a spell. To the left we have this node. This is an optional node. You take one or the two. So one of them is Knife in the Back. It says 100% more critical strike chance against enemies that are not on low life, and low life is 50%, unlike in Path of Exile 2. So in Path of Exile 1, low life means 50% or less. So you have 100% more crit chance for enemies that are on low life, so 51% and up, and also plus 100% to critical strike multiplier against enemies that are on low life. So you get crit chance to enemies that are not on low life, but crit multi on enemies that are on low life. And you also get critical strikes have Culling Strike. And for the Juggler is the opposite. It says crit multi for the enemies that are not on low life, and crit chance against enemies that are on low life. Note that this is 100% more critical strike chance. That means if you have 200% increased critical strike chance, this is gonna give you critical strike, 200 critical strike, and not 100. So because it says more, not increased. I think these nodes are not good because it's dependent on some condition. If somehow you can get all enemies on low life or not on low life, then it might work. But for example, on bosses, you're gonna have more critical strike chance for the half of the fight, and you're gonna get 100% critical strike multiplier on the other half of the fight. So I don't know, like if you it says you have critical culling strike, so if you have Culling Strike, then last 10% of it is going to be culled. So for the 40%, you're going to have the buff. So it makes more sense to take crit multi on not on low life, so that you get crit multi for a longer time and just get 100% crit chance and just ignore this second row. It's not a good node. And the last node here is opportunistic. It says damage from your critical strikes cannot be reflected. It's almost unimportant. 25% more damage while there is at most one rare or unique enemy nearby. If there is 0 rare or unique enemies or 1 rare or unique enemy, you get 25% more damage. If there is more than 1 rare or unique enemy, this just doesn't work. And the last line says 35% less damage taken while there are at least 2 rare or unique enemies nearby. So you can't have both of them at the same time. You either have 25% more damage or you have 35% less damage taken. You can't have both of them at all, at any time. So you can see how that's not good. Like 35% less damage taken is good, but at what cost? Like you need to take one more ascendancy to get here, and it's not a good ascendancy node. And then basically the first line is not important and one of the other lines is not important. So you either take 25% more damage or you have 35% less damage taken. So for example, if you want to farm Feared, you're gonna have more than 2 rare or unique enemies nearby, so you're gonna have a lot of bosses nearby. Or if you are like farming a really juice map, you're gonna have a lot of rares. And at those instances, you're gonna have 35% less damage taken. I mean, it's good, but you know, it has a very hefty prerequisite, and then the other 2 modifiers on the node can't be used. So I don't know, man. It sounds really bad to me. And on the right side, we have Toxic Delivery. It says poison you inflict with critical strikes deal 20% more damage. So it means you need to build up poison and also you need to build up crit. So it's not good at start. 5% increase poison duration for each poison you have inflicted recently, up to a maximum of 100%. So if you are inflicting poison all the time, basically it says 100% increased poison duration. Okay. Recover 0.5% of life per poison affecting enemies you kill. So it triggers after you kill something. So this doesn't work on bosses, for example. Since you haven't killed anything yet, you don't have any regen from the poison for bosses. In maps, it's gonna be good. Like if you have, for example, if you have 20 poisons on an enemy, then it's gonna give you 10% of life recover. I mean, it's fine, I guess. And it doesn't really say if it's instant or not. So I'm guessing that it's instant because it doesn't say like regenerate. It says recover. So basically you just recover it instantly. So it sounds pretty good when you're mapping. If you're bossing, then it's nothing. Delete this line. It doesn't work on bosses basically. So yeah, this is just life gain on kill basically. Not that impressed, but it could be pretty good on maps. But the other nodes are pretty weak. And the last node is all damage from hits can poison. So this is good. And with good, I mean like it's not powered, like it's not a powerful node. It's a build enabler. Now you can take Assassin and you can deal all kinds of damage, and you can use this and make a poison build with any skill basically. Because normally physical damage and chaos damage can inflict poison, but this says all damage from hits can poison. By the way, this doesn't say you have 100% chance to poison. You still need to get chance to poison to 100% in order to get poison on hit. It says all damage from hits can poison, which means elemental damage has the ability to deal poison now. You still need to get chance to poison in order for elemental damage to poison enemies. So this is not what Elementalist is basically. This is a good node so that you can build an elemental build and get 100% chance to poison, and then use infused toxins to make your elemental damage to poison. But the Ascendancy doesn't have poison prolif, so you need to get poison prolif from somewhere to spread your poison, and you need to take Toxic Delivery in order to get infused toxins. And in the last node we have Shadow of Blood. It says 40% of physical damage taken recouped as life and unaffected by damaging ailments. So 40% of physical damage taken recouped as life is good. Note that this is not just damage taken recouped as life, it's just physical damage, and 40% is a pretty good number. It's fine. The first line is fine. The second line, however, is kind of weird because unaffected by damaging ailments. So this means damaging ailments as ignite, poison, corrupted blood is also an ailment as far as I know, and normal bleed is also an ailment. So you are unaffected by them. By the way, you are not immune to them. You are unaffected, so you can still get ignited, you can still get poisoned, you can still get the other ailments on you, but you're not going to be damaged by them. But you're not going to be affected by them. That means you can build things that are like self-poison or self-bleed or something. So you're still going to have the bleed effect, but you're not going to be damaged by it, basically. If you take Shadow Blood, you're still going to need ailment immunity to be immune to things like shock, freeze, chill, because those things really lower the quality of the build. And it's gonna feel like shit if you don't get ailment immunity from other places. So it's a good node. It's not bad, but it's not that, like, it's not huge, you know, like it's a good quality of life. If you have other things taken care of, then it's a great node, but it doesn't just make you powerful or like a lot tanky. Like physical damage taken recouped as life is good, but you're still gonna take the damage. Like if you get one shot by a physical damage, then you're not gonna recouping anything because you're dead already. So if you're not dead, then it's good, but like it makes a good build better, but it's not gonna make a build good, basically. So that's my perspective of the new assassin. I think it's gonna be a great ascendancy for Trickster to steal nodes from with Flame and Flesh, especially Mistwalker, for example, or Shadow Blood could be also good. But I don't think that it's a good ascendancy right now. I think it's gonna have like 1 or 2% in PoE Ninja in like 1 month or something. So I think it's still bad. In order for it to be good, I think you need a lot more than this. Like for example, Knife in the Back and For the Jugular should be just merged, and it should say 50% more critical strike chance, 50% to critical strike multiplier, and critical strike save culling strike. Then you can take it. You're gonna have power. It's a consistent power, not based on something like you are not on low life and you are on low life. Basically, not, like if you take these nodes, half of them are gonna be disabled most of the time, or the other half is gonna be disabled. Like it's just bad. I don't like it. So that's my take on the new ascendancy. I'll see you on 3.27. I'm gonna be playing League, and I'm gonna be streaming on Twitch. So watch me on twitch.tv/invictor. Also like my other videos and stuff. Like you know how it works. I also made a PoE trivia game, poetext.xyz, so go check that out. Test your PoE knowledge skills. And I probably need to change ascendancy nodes on that game, so I need work to do. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.